All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Sunday, the 23rd of October, 2022, halfway through my streaming week for this week. What a day it was, man, because I had an idea last night in the middle of the night based on a dream I had. I announced it first thing today. If you missed out, I'm actually making it the highlighted video on my channel for the next several days. It's about a 20-minute video explaining my position right now as a content creator and just a person on the internet who essentially is the subject of the ire of so many, constantly slandering and defaming me, and I've had enough. That I want to speak out. I want to have a chance to defend myself publicly in an interview with someone notable who has an audience, so that way people can hear my answers. Because the thing is, everyone hears the defamatory stuff about me because everyone out there parrots it. All these YouTubers who put me in countdowns and say negative things, but none of it's true. None of them have reached out to me whatsoever to get my answers or even a rebuttal or even any kind of information from me about what's really going on in regards to all this stuff. Okay? In fact, it's kind of messed up, in my opinion, that no one literally has ever asked me a darn thing. So that being said, I want to do an interview with someone who is going to be fair and is going to at least give me an opportunity to answer questions without being slandered, without being attacked, without gotcha questions, stupid questions that have nothing to do with things that are important. And I think there's a lot of candidates of people like that on the internet. If you want to see the full story, watch the video from this morning. It already has over 2,000 views and growing. It's only a few hours old. Overnight, it's probably going to get more popularity and more people will watch it. And hopefully, people will spread the video. If you see the video, spread it to content creators who you think you'd like to see interview me on this opportunity. I think it's a good opportunity for me to clear the air and maybe get seen in a better light. I guess we'll see. After that, I did a normal level 1 podcast, of course, discussing more in detail my dream that I had last night, which spurred me on to do this announcement. And then we played a Plague Tale Requiem, which was very fun. 3 hours of progress today. The game continues on, although admittedly, I will say this. Today, the fact that Plague Tale is a AA game and not a AAA game started to show a little bit. A few things about the game mechanics I don't like. For example, let's say you're in a room full of enemies. Well, there's essentially 3 ways to get through a room. Complete stealth, combat, or using your alchemy to distract and or have the rats do the work for you. Those are your 3 methods. Or you could do a hybrid, okay? Let's say you're doing stealth. You get 90% through the room. All of a sudden, someone at the other side of the room sees you. Oh, get them. Okay, but you're right at the door to escape. You touch the door. All of a sudden, enemies spawn and teleport behind you and prevent you from going out the door. That's bullshit. That's a game mechanic that shouldn't be there. I feel that is stupid. It's a really dumb way to do it, to say, oh, you can't just rush to the door. But why not? That's realistic. That's real life. If they were distracted and didn't see me till the last minute, I should get right out the goddamn door. I don't see the reason to have that gameplay mechanic in there besides to make the game more artificially annoying. You could call it a nitpick. I call it a criticism of the gameplay. The other thing is that I am noticing some graphical bugs and glitches. I'll give you a perfect example. I fought a boss today. It was a big boss at lead up because this was an enemy that had been chasing us for a good part of the game. So it was kind of cool to finally face off against them. I figure out a way to beat them. I defeat them. And what's supposed to happen is there's supposed to be like a death scene. The game decides it's going to teleport the enemy out of the game. They just go, bloop, disappear. Like they were blinked out of existence. And then it just went on to another cutscene. But it was a boss fight. Essentially, the boss fight just ends. He goes, bloop, you win, on to the next scene. And I was like, what? So obviously there's a little bit of polish issues here as well. The further in that I'm getting into the game, again, these are simple nitpicks. These are not things that are game breaking, nor are these things that are really going to change my overall opinion of the game. So far, Plague Tale Requiem is outstanding. It's my favorite new game of this season so far. I really love it. All right. So I had a great stream there. Support was great on the stream. No complaints there. Late stream was Bassmaster 2022, also known as Sunday Night Bites. This was our next to last Bassmaster stream. After tonight, there's only one more left. We did hit the $100 tips goal. We did add a new lure, which is awesome. I made an announcement tonight that even when Bassmaster ends next week, from now on, that fisherman's hat will be eligible to be worn as a hat on other gameplay streams. So whatever we add to it these last couple sessions stays there permanently for the future for it to be worn, okay? So it was a really great stream. We had tons of interaction. Of course, we talked about some people who had already contacted me over the course of today to interview me, because a few people have, which is kind of cool. And we talked about other possibilities of things that I'm probably not considering going to do, certain people. Fishing was great. We started talking about horror movies for a long time, which was nice. It was a good session overall. And again, support was great. Everything was a positive, fun day today for me. I had a great time. So overall, Sunday, 2 thumbs up. Great streaming day. Weather was beautiful. Everything went well. Now, tomorrow, Monday, the 24th, it is a double new release day. And what I mean by that is we're playing both Gotham Knights and Plague Tale Requiem in the same day. Normally, this would not happen. What I've done the entire summer is balance new releases within kind of different kind of content at night. But now we've hit the time when I need to start doing these double stream days. So, first stream is the continuation of Gotham Knights. Last time, we had a cliffhanger ending. I'm excited to see how that goes. We're going to start with Red Hood in the morning and go from there. So we'll have a level 1 podcast, and then followed by that will be Gotham Knights. So that should be interesting and fun. All right. Late stream, more Plague Tale Requiem, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. And that's going to be continuing out the plot. And, you know, I'm just excited for advancement in both of these games. Personally, I like them both. Gotham Knights, I'm really liking still. Maybe it will run out, and I won't like it as much long term. But for now, I'm still entertained. I'm a fan of Batman. I'm a fan of the Gotham lore. I'm having a good time with it, and so does the audience. So, last thing, I just haven't had opportunity to sit down and do the poll for the Halloween games yet. I know. Usually, I give you guys 2 freaking weeks to do it and vote. I've been so busy. You know, I just a week ago I filmed the patron videos for Patreon this month. You know, the patron our Patreon React videos. Every moment between streams is taken up with stuff at this time. So what I'm going to try to do tomorrow, stream Gotham Knights, upload, eat dinner, you know, have a little bit of time with my wife, but come up here early with a cup of coffee and go through your nominations and hopefully make the poll for the Halloween games. So you'll have about 6 days to vote on the Halloween games. And I'll also determine what is the game that the members chose that absolutely is already making it into the Halloween marathon next Monday. Okay? All right. Guys, thank you for a great streaming day. I hope people will spread the word about that video I made about the interview earlier today. Please send it to your favorite content creators and let them know, hey, I'd like you to interview Phil and give him a fair shake. You know, it would be great if we could get competition as opposed to just me saying, okay, there's only 2 people who want to do it. If we could get like tons of candidates who are interested, right? Now, the ability to choose what's the best for me in my future on YouTube as a whole, as opposed to, well, only 2 options, just got to pick the one out of the 2 or whatever. You know what I mean? So I'd be excited to see what happens over the next few days. Thank you so far for your support with that. All right? Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Peace out.